Hi, is this thing on? Wow, this is so cool. A real radio station. Pine Creek Transmission Station. Huh. Emmy said none of this stuff is working, but the terminal lights up and the reel-to-reel is moving. I wonder if I'm broadcasting right now. That would be pretty funny, huh? Me, Trinity Lake, broadcasting to the world. No, that's too weird. I'm betting this isn't working at all. I guess for now I'll use it as a private place for my thoughts, so Emmy can't hear. Even if this microphone cord goes nowhere, it'll be nice to get my feelings out. I just have to talk quietly so I don't wake Emmy up. Emmy is my big sister. She says stuff like this is pretty stupid, that there's no point in sentiment with the way things are now. The world ended way before either of us were born, and really, who cares about our experiences? They're not exactly unique. There's tons of people out here in the waste, all scrounging up food and clean water to survive, struggling, getting eaten by yaoguai and stuff like that. Comparatively, we're doing pretty great. Sure, we're the only 2 left out of 6. The last of our Brahmin died weeks ago, and we're out of caps. But we've got food. This place has electricity and plumbing. There's even bathrooms with showers. I wonder why. Maybe people used to sleep here? It seems funny. There's a bunch of old buildings out back with beds inside, and a lot of Mr. Gutsies and Protectrons and a whole fleet of iPods. Emmy did something to them so they wouldn't shoot us. She's a whiz with robots and stuff. I don't know a whole lot about that. I'm pretty good at picking locks, though. That's how I got in here. Emmy broke like 3 bobby pins before she gave up. She said she had other business to attend to at the big terminal in the head office. What else is in here? This desk has a bunch of drawers and stuff on top of it. What's this? A copy of Fortification in the Field. Weird. This doesn't seem like the sort of thing a radio host would have. Maybe this is more than just a station where old world people talked about cars and stuff, and ran ads like the new Corvega Coupe, 0 to 60 in half a second. Buy yours today for only like all the dollars in the world. Or maybe buy Mentats now in orange. I wonder if that was the stuff people had to worry about back then. The flavor of Mentats they bought or the color of car they wanted to drive. You know, simple stuff. Now it's just grays, brown, and blood. Unless you consider the neon signs at the Rainbow Mart. Ooh, Rainbow Mart. The full spectrum of your consumer needs. Surprised none of the raiders from the camp up north have shot those up. Maybe they're trying to preserve them? I bet they look pretty when you're high off your nuts on jet. Speaking of those raiders, we just sneak past them on their way here. Everything went fine except for them killing Luca, one of our Brahmin, when he wandered off. I guess I got a good meal out of him. He was pretty fat. Those raiders call themselves the Blackened Hand. I don't know why. It's kind of a stupid name, but not as stupid as the Fight Dome. It's literally a dome built out in the desert where all the raider tribes and the hotshots get together and fight and take bets. Amy took a bet on this big guy they call Bear. She won. But she spent it all on Med-X and Jet. Her and Herman, he was our Brahmin wrangler, they got in a fight and he took off before we left the Fight Dome. Then it was just me and Emmy and Cora. But Cora broke her neck in a fall into a ravine on the way here. And by the time we climbed down to get her, she was gone. I think maybe her and Emmy had a thing going on, or maybe Cora just had a thing for Emmy. I don't know if Emmy liked her back. Emmy and me, we grew up in Rocket. It's a little town built just down the road from an old Repcon satellite site. People started living there maybe 5 years before Emmy was born. My folks, they moved there right in the beginning, built themselves a little shack out of a shipping container. When Emmy and my brother Logan and I came along, they added another container. It was a pretty okay childhood. We always had enough to eat, but water was hard to get, and what we did get was usually radioactive. My pops used to give us rat-away infusions 4 times a year. I remember it made me really sick. Every time, I'd throw up so bad. Logan would comfort me. He was a good big brother, but he died when I was 16. Got ate up by giant rats. Wasn't much left of him but bones. Ma still insisted on a funeral, but we covered Logan up with a blanket before we buried him. Emmy's still asleep. Who am I kidding? She's on Mid-X. Says it's the best way to sleep. I don't know about that. I don't really like the way Mid-X makes me feel. I don't know why I'm talking so soft. I don't even think a nuclear blast would wake her up right now. It's nice to talk soft, though. A little peace among the loudness of the day. Everything's always so loud. All the gunfire, the people, crumbling buildings, Brahmin raiders. Not very often I get to be alone and safe in the quiet with my thoughts. Anyway, after Ma and Pops died, we took off from Rocket and headed east. We'd heard about a place called the Fork, that there was an open vault there accepting new applicants, 'cause if they stayed closed any longer, they'd be cousin fucking pretty soon. Sorry, that's a gross way to put it. I think it means... I think incest? I think is what the word is. Point is, we wanted a shot at getting into that vault. Clean food, clean clothes, showers, real education. Ma taught us how to read and write, but that's practically nothing. I want to learn real stuff, like they used to before the world blew up. I guess for now we'll hang out here at the station. It started raining on our way from the last town, and it got pretty bad. Couldn't see in front of our faces. Originally, we were just going to wait out the rain till Emmy realized this place had canned food and stuff. She took a nap and a shower, but I got bored. I don't see any music to play, though. I'll have to dig around to find some holotapes. Maybe if I can find some manuals, I can make this place broadcast. The wasteland can have music again. Me and Emmy, we make a pretty good pair, but we don't always get along. I don't take chems like she does, but she likes them. They make her happy, so I guess whatever floats her boat. She's my big sister, and I worry about her, but I love her a whole lot. When she gets up, I'll make some cram and put it on some of this canned bread I found. Wash it down with some water. There's a small town between here and the Fork. It's called Red Lake. Maybe we can go there and barter, meet some people, gather some information about what's between here and the Fork. If I trade some bread in a can, maybe I can get some holotapes. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be nice for people to have something to listen to. That'd be nice, right? Right? I wonder what this button does.